Hello, this is Nick Page. I made this cover of Angry People for Ghost Fax Machine. I performed it on a Fender Stratocaster Special Edition made in Mexico. And, there's a drum machine in addition to some of me clapping my hands and shaking some egg shakers. I felt a little uncomfortable singing this Africanized Bees line. It doesn't sound like it's the greatest term in the world. I looked into it ahead of time, and apparently that is what bee people use instead of killer bees. I grew up and there were always talk of killer bees, and I guess that term has changed, but we had a whole murder hornets thing earlier this year, which doesn't feel that different, and I think we could go back to killer bees. That seems fine to me. So I initially did not plan to work on this project. When it was announced, I thought about it because I love this album, but it's already so just dense and layered and not in the style of music that I feel comfortable trying to make, that I kind of thought anything I did would just be a straight cover that didn't bring anything new or interesting and was a lesser version than what already existed. Honestly, that's probably what I did here, but it was still a lot of fun, and I think it turned out okay. So I had to chop up the recording of a lot of these guitar parts because I didn't really have a grasp of the song before I got started, and I needed to get it done quickly. This part here in particular, where the key keeps shifting up like a half step, I just couldn't get it into my brain to perform it correctly. So just about every one of these hits on the guitar were recorded separately and then stitched together because it's very glamorous what I do. And a little shout out to View Monster there with the wolf call out. I really enjoy the song Angry People. It really hit me hard when I first heard it. I know it came out in February of 2016. It obviously was, written and made before then. I'd be really curious to find out when it was written, because it just feels like the kind of satire of a mindset that should be obviously dangerous has only amplified in the time since this song came out, and is a real big problem right now. Coming up here, I'm gonna open a can of beer as a kind of emphasis with the rhythm. Here it is. Yeah, I do that on a lot of my songs because I drink a lot of beer, and so sometimes if I want another beer in the middle of a take, I try to open it in a way that fits the rhythm of the song. So if you've ever listened to any of my original music, and I cannot recommend enough that you don't do that. Is that the right double negative? Don't do it. It's not good. You might hear a lot of beer can openings in those songs. Little signature of mine. In fact, I'm thirsty now. So, as I said earlier, I joined this a bit late for both the songs I worked on. In this case, there were only a couple songs I thought I might be able to do myself when the project was announced, and Angry People was one of them. And after a decent amount of time had passed and nobody had claimed it, I thought I'd give it a shot. So, this is the result. And thank you for listening. Thank you, Neil, for writing such a good song that just resonates so strongly right now. And man, I've been feeling like that scream all year.